This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, ABRP Planner, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We are now sitting in the Volvo EX90. This is the flagship of Volvo. And today I'm going to test the headlights. It's supposed to have some pixel technology here. We're going to test that later. Now we just check it on the dark road, see how good it is. I tested before Polestar 2. Wait, shit. Wait, hang on. Let me just. There we go. Okay. And the Polestar was wonderful. So the Volvo should be equally wonderful, because I think they share technology. So let's see. I have now it on. Oh, it's on auto. Okay. Eventually, it should fire up by itself, right? There. Boom. Whoa, dude. These are freaking wonderful. Holy macaroni, it lights up so far up also. Huh? Wow, and it's also so powerful. Wait, let me check something. Do they turn? They don't turn now, at least. The Polestar turns. Ooh, it's kind of both, but I mean, it's a big 7-seater. Almost 2.9 tons, so. But wow, these are really good. Recently I tested the Neo EL6 and also the Audi A6, and I thought those are quite great, but well, I didn't come to this stretch with those cars, but look at that. Wow. Okay, let me see. Now I'm in auto, so I'm gonna turn. What happens if I drive too slow? Okay, no, that did not happen. Okay. It actually goes, I mean, it can actually keep the headlights on even if it drives slow. That's good. Many cars, especially the German cars, once you drive slower than, I don't know, 60 kilometers per hour, I don't remember, it turns off the high beam. Like, dude, that's when you need the high beams when you drive slow in these kind of roads, right? Maybe they don't have slow, curvy roads in Germany. But okay. Let me see, I'm going to show you. If I turn off the high beam, there's low beam, and then boom. Wow. Wow, look at that. It's strong. This is exactly what we're looking for. It shines quite strong, but also wide, and in this case, quite high. Yeah. Okay, not as high as Snoop Dogg, but still very high. I get the feeling that this is right on par with many of the best German cars, like a BMW i7 was quite strong and high. But also, also the ID7 with the auxiliary light. Okay, where is that? No, okay, that was just okay. Looking for wildlife here. All right, let me see. We're gonna try the farm inspection. Still no deer. There are usually lots of deer over here. I'm surprised that there's not that many wildlife accidents here, but it's probably because at night people don't really use this road. That's why I like using it. But I mean, one thing I noticed that it's not a uniform light pattern. There is I don't know if you can see it, there's a distinct brighter side on the high beam part. Okay, if you do this and this, there's literally no traffic. There suddenly it stopped. Okay, so we are still on auto, right? But boom! It's just, wow. Many other cars, they will have just like a hot spot in the middle or a slightly wider spot in the middle. This is borderline LED bar territory. Wow. I'm just blown away by how good these headlights are. Huh. It's going to be wonderful to drive in complete dark roads like in Sweden when we do the 1,000 kilometer challenge. And over there we'll test the matrix capabilities and how much we'll get flashed at. Yeah, we also need to test that. But the thing where I follow a car and then I do this left, right, okay, I might not do that. Okay. But okay, well, look at this. Wow, let me test something here. Normally I don't do this, but you see here, so if I just try to light up the forest, low beam cuts down like that, of course, to not blind oncoming traffic, but then yeah, it doesn't go up when we do this, but man, that high beam is incredibly strong. Oh, actually, there I see the lights, they do adjust based on the throttle and something. You see here, then we adjust down a bit, and then here it adjusts up. Yeah, because this is a freaking SUV. Well, let me go into the performance mode now. All-wheel drive, always all-wheel drive. And see, we should have slightly better throttle response. There it adjusts down, and then there it adjusts up. Yeah, it is kind of slow to react though. I mean, when we do this, the car knows what's gonna happen soon, but it just reacts a bit slow. Oh, okay. But man, I should try to give it some rating, right? How good are they? Well, at least the light part is very good. I would say 10 out of 10, the light part. How strong they are, and also how wide they are, and high they are. Then it just boils down to the matrix part then. So for a car to score 10 out of 10 on my test, it also needs to do it well on the matrix part. Otherwise, it might get some minus point if it's not matrix, like Tesla in the old days, right? But okay, so I think we pretty much finished it, the test. This part, let me see if I can put it on my test. How do I do this? How they're going out? Yeah, I forgot you do this. You toggle, you pull it away from you to toggle between auto and manual. So this is manual, this is auto, and then you see that once we have some street light, then it turns off the high beam because it's not needed, I guess. But it depends, because I think in driving school in Norway they might suggest that you still use high beam here for the best safety. But oh, you see there's something there. See, I didn't see it. There's a little pussy cat. Okay. Well, we are now south of Göteborg. We're actually doing 1,000 kilometer challenge right now. And this is strange. I thought I had pixel lights. According to the spec data spec, what they were from Volvo, you know, about this press car, it's supposed to have pixel lights, but well, you can see the behavior. It doesn't behave like pixel lights. It's just on and off. And also, in the past now, I've been flashed at a lot because the car tends to fire up the high beam at oncoming traffic because of some pillar it goes behind, or it turns down the lights really late. So man, it's gonna be blitzkrieg at Varberg. Yeah, because at Varberg the roads get even straighter and then faster. Here there are some curves, you see. So well, it's still nice and bright and wide, but I wonder what happened to the pixel lights. Yeah, I don't see any animation. It's just there. It's just on and off. Normally it will be firing up the high beam on the right side at least, and then the left side is just blocked out, right? And it's just doing this on-off without any animation. And normally pixel lights will have some kind of thing going on. So yeah. Okay, here we come to the 110 zone. I'm gonna increase the speed a bit. See if I can catch when I get flashed at it. It has happened so many times, man. Yeah. So, I'm not sure why it's not it's not doing pixel. There is a possibility that I didn't get the pixel lights, because also according to spec it's supposed to be the Ultra or the Twin Ultra. The Twin is the dual motor, and Ultra, I'm not sure, Ultra trim maybe. But then someone else claimed that, well, if you have the Ultra trim, then no, look at that. Okay, the truckers, they might not be happy about this. I fire up the high beam at them. But the Ultra trim is supposed to have a Bowers and Wilkins sound system, but I have Bose sound system. So, do I actually have the pixel lights then? No, I'm not sure. Bam! Oh shit! So, well, whatever. But at least on winding roads, then the lights are wonderful, nice and strong and wide. Over here, still nice. Except for that they are so strong and wide that they annoy oncoming traffic, and because the car doesn't turn them down early enough, then they get pissed. But I've seen this before. The Volvos, they tend to be, and also Polestar, they tend to be like this, you know. They turn off late, and then yeah. I'm just gonna see if oncoming traffic will. Okay, wipe there. Will get annoyed or not there. Okay, maybe they're also driving Volvo. We're in Sweden after all. Many annoying cars during my challenge in Sweden, they turn out to be Volvos, yeah. So, right, but at least very good headlights nonetheless. As you can see here, you know, it lights up the bushes on each side, and this is quite wide road. So, wow, the strength and the wideness is wonderful, also the height. So, okay, anyway, this might mean that even the base non-pixel lights are, okay, see what I mean? They're very good. They're so strong that it annoys oncoming traffic. But anyway, I think that's gonna be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.